this episode, it is time to put the other grill on, and as you can see, this headlight is busted. Drove it to work the other day, and I guess I caught a rock. I'll show you all the picture right here. I'm assuming that was a rock that hit it and busted it, and I was messing around with it the other day and taking the covers off, and the rest of it just sort of fell away, as you can tell. But I'm going to be replacing the grill with a better, that grill's in better shape. We've talked about this before, but there's damage over here. Going to be replacing the grill, going to change the lens covers, the actual color of the lens covers. Put the amber bulbs in there, and we're putting new headlights in too. These headlights should be a little bit brighter, and it'll be easier to replace those. So should be it's just better technology all the way around, hopefully, and it'll still maintain the factory look. I got my parts from LMC Truck. I don't work for LMC Truck. I don't have any affiliation with them at all, but hey, if they want to sponsor me, that'd be awesome. I've definitely bought enough parts from them. Between them and Summit and National Parts Depot, I've kept some people in the money here lately. So anyways, I will show you all what the headlights looked like in the dark, and show you what they look like after the fact and all that good stuff. But hopefully this is a good informative video. The grill is going to be an absolute bear to take off. I helped a guy take off the other replacement, and we pulled it off a truck in a field. What my plans are is to jack this up in the air and remove both front tires, or wheel and tires, and that way I'm going to have better ability to get in there. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the reason I'm going to remove the tires is because of this. Look at this. I've got about the width of my hand, and the width of my hand starts getting crammed down a little bit right there. But look at how much room there is not back in here. And there are multiple bolts. I showed you all that in another video, how many bolts there are on here, but
we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Side. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 in the middle. Let me switch over. And then obviously over here on this other side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's just something in there. 6, 7.
It's not really easy to get to, so by removing this wheel and tire, I should be able to have a little bit more room to get in there and get to work on it. So enjoy the video, and hopefully we'll have some good results, and the money spent will be worth it. I guess I could be nice and show you all the unboxing of what I got. So this is the supposedly the heavy duty high grade headlamp tune-up kit. Sorry for the light, folks, but this is the clear lenses and the amber bulbs. I bought just a couple extra spares because why not? Ooh, these look nice. Ooh, that's nice. So that's a pretty cool looking headlight to me. And so should put out quite a bit more light. These are not LEDs, but a lot better technology, you know. At least that's the hope anyways. It's a little bit better look at what these are. So once you pull off this cover, like that right there, you're going to be able to get into your bulbs themselves. And there's this like little trim piece right there, and there's 3 screws on here that you just sort of loosen them up, and then you can just sort of spin it and pull it off. And so once you do that, you're going to be able to get in here and look at you know, sort of your wiring connections and whatnot. And it doesn't look like it should be too hard. Here are your adjustment screws for, I believe it's these, and then these sets of screws right in here that are going to help you adjust like your headlight. You know, you can screw it in to pull it out, screw it, you know, one way or one other to move the headlight this way, that way, and then this one will take you, sorry, I'm having some problems focusing here. That one will take you like up and down. So it'll probably take some tinkering to get all that squared away, but good old dirt dauber's nest. But I don't think there's any other screws up under there. So, and I'm not sure really if you need the wiring harness or not. It looks like it may just plug straight in. I don't know. That's just a little preview of what it's going to look like. That is so much cooler looking in my opinion. I like it. Okay, so here with the truck not running, here is the headlights on. Sorry about the focus. So that is the dims and the brights, and I am minus a headlight, but that's at least an idea. It's sort of a very yellowish looking color. I don't know how well that's displayed on the video, but that's at least an idea. That's a look at least at what it looks like with the brights on. So it's pretty good. I'll stand right here in the middle and sort of, you know, I'm minus 1 headlight, as you well know. I'm minus 1 headlight, but that's what the brights look like. So I don't have a bunch of room today in here, but this is what my headlight bucket looks like. There's no good way to get the wiring harness to get those in here, so I'm going to end up having to take like a circle deal and drill out the back of these to be able to put these new plugs in there. I think I'm having to do, but I'm going to test this theory out before I go in there. I don't think I got the right harness, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to disconnect the battery, and then I'm going to try to wire this straight up right into here to test everything, because that should be a hot wire right there. But I'm going to unhook that, and then I'm just going to test this down here with the harness. So hopefully this works without burning down the truck. Burning down the house. So with this wiring harness, like I told you, I didn't think something was right, and LMC's already sending me another set of harness, but I'm not getting. I need another power supply over here to be able to really feel these, because like on this harness, I'm being able to have another that I wire directly in from the wiring harness, and I needed that same setup over here on these, so I'm gonna have to wait for the other wiring harness. Okay, so here's just a little bit of what's in store. Once you've taken off all the screws for your headlight bucket, you're going to notice in here this bolt. That bolt is one of many, and you're going to use a 1/2 inch socket for that. A 1/2 inch socket should do the trick. So I'm going to get to work on starting to take off this old grill. Sorry about the not being able to focus, but that is one of many, and that is the easiest one to get. Okay, the painstaking process of removing the grill shall commence in 5, 4. Okay, as you now can see, the front driver's side wheel and tire has been removed, making it so much easier now to get around in here to these bolts and stuff that are holding on the grill. And I say easier, and get my head up in here. So now I can see those bolts so much easier. And I mean, I've got my full head and shoulders up in here. I've got my jacks up under here to keep it from hopefully falling on me. And I will begin the process. Oh yeah, this helped immensely out in the field whenever we pulled that one off. Little universal little universal joint.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man?
It helped out a lot. Okay. So these 1, 2, 3 fairly straightforward. Forgive me for my cameraing. That one right there though, that is why I told y'all that you need this little universal, this little U-joint deal. So we shall go with. I had to use a longer socket to get up in there and get clear enough to sit here and spin. So like I discussed earlier, I've got to take out like a screw here, screw there, there, and there's one over here. I got to take that out to get that headlight bucket out to get into that other bolt. So due to the wind and the rain, I've come back in and did a voiceover for this, but it took me around an hour or so to get the grill off. There were a couple of stubborn bolts and nuts that were tough to crack, but I finally got them done. I actually come back in and recorded this part the next day. It probably took 2 or 3 hours to get this new grill on. Just unbelievably difficult. Just because there's some very hard to reach places to put some bolts back in, and plus getting everything aligned to get it back in was very difficult. So I'm going to break this video into 2 parts. I'm waiting on a wiring harness that will hopefully power both of these sets of headlights, get me back up and running, and then I'll do a sort of how-to on how I installed the lights, what it takes to do the lights, which lights I ordered, which parts I ordered, the corrected part number, and just sort of wrap all this video up into a bow. But I like to keep my videos under 15 minutes. So thank you all very much, and stay tuned for the next upcoming video.